Time now for your Wednesday morning buzz, brought to you by St. Clair Auto Repair. Live from CHOK Studio at 1415 London Road. Here's your host, Colin Botten.
And here he is, number 5 from your Sarnia Sting, Chychrun. Good morning. Nice to see you. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm good, thanks.
Thank you very much for coming in. You're born and raised in Florida. How do you like these Canadian blasts of winter that we get over here every now and then?
I don't mind them. I'm used to them by now. It's been a while. I've lived in Canada for 3 years now, so.
Okay, so 3 years, and you think that's enough to sort of be an expert on Canadian winters now?
Well, I hope so. I hear you got a little quiz for me.
I have to. I mean, I have to because, you were born and raised in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Very different winters down there.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you've been in Canada here now for 3 years, Jake, I got to put you through this quiz here.
Okay.
To see how much of a Canadian winter expert you actually are, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Easy questions, just answer honestly, okay? Have you ever had a sore back from shoveling snow?
No.
No! Well, that's just because you're probably just too young and too fit and in shape to be.
Maybe.
Sore. You do proper stretching and calisthenics before you.
I try, yeah.
Shovel. All right. Did you ever miss school growing up due to the weather? Obviously, you wouldn't get winter weather down in Florida like we do, but did they have, I don't know, rain warnings or flood warnings, or is the weather too hot to go to school?
I was thinking about it the other day. The only reason why we didn't have school in Florida is if we had a hurricane blowing by, and that's not really a fun snow day like it is here. So.
No, I guess not. What would you do if there was like a hurricane warning? Would you guys all, did you ever have to evacuate town or go down to a storm cellar or anything like that?
No, they wouldn't let us go to school if there was a warning coming anytime soon, but no, I've been through one. They're pretty scary.
So growing up in Canada, as kids, we all hope for a snow day every now and then. It's kind of exciting when you hear that schools are closed or buses are canceled. So growing up in Florida, did you guys wish for hurricane days?
No, definitely not.
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
They're not fun.
Okay, back to our Canadian winter quiz. Do you know what a soaker is?
No.
Okay, all right. That's if you step in like a cold, icy puddle and then your socks and your shoes or your boots are like soaking wet.
That's happened to me.
You've had a soaker? All right. You ever been in a snowball fight?
Of course.
Okay. Have you ever made a snow angel?
Yes.
Okay. You weren't sure about that one, have you?
In my underwear.
Get out.
Yeah.
Was this a dare or something?
Yeah, when we were young, the Florida boys would go up north for hockey tournaments. We wanted to jump in the snow in our underwear and pretend we were tough.
So that's how you guys christened yourselves in Canadian winter weather when you're coming up here for tournaments. That's funny. Have you ever slept in long underwear?
Yes.
Have you ever had to wear more than one pair of socks because of the weather?
No.
You ever put a handful of snow down someone's back, or has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, I've been surprised by a few snowballs, for sure.
Okay. All right, here endeth the lesson. I think you passed. 3 years of Canadian winters plus all those other, tournaments and stuff when you were growing up. We'll anoint you as a Canadian winter expert. So congratulations. Hey, Jacob, congratulations. You guys are off to a great. You guys have had a great season. When you started this season, did you have any personal goals for yourself? Because there's a lot going on here right now. The team is doing well. You're on a contending team. The June draft, of course, is coming up for you specifically. What were your goals when you started out this season, and have you been meeting them along the way?
I had high expectations. I think, last year I unfortunately had to get shoulder surgery after the season, and it was a long summer of rehab and training and stuff, and coming back into things, my first game-like situation, I wasn't really able to do any contact or anything in the summertime, and I wasn't even cleared until the first regular season game. So, it was tough, kind of put some things on hold for me personally. It was just tough coming back and getting back to my full stride, but I was just focused on having a big second half now, and obviously a long playoff run is what our goal is now, and it's kind of been the main thing I've been focused on.
With 8 games left on the regular season schedule now, Jake, and with 3 of those against Windsor, is it almost like you guys are in a playoff mentality now, even though there's still 8 regular season games left?
Yeah, for sure. Those 3 games are all 4-point nights with us and Windsor. We know we have to win our division and beat them. And first we have Sault Ste. Marie before Windsor this weekend, and they're a team that's battling for their better seed in the division. They're trying to beat Owen Sound, and so they're going to come out flying as well. So we have to weather their storm and go on from there.
This is what I love so much about sport in general, because Hollywood just can't write scripts like that. Could you have known at the beginning of this season that of the remaining 8 games that you would be in a battle for first in the West Division with a team that you've got 3 more times between now and the end of the regular season? You've really got to be looking forward to that battle with Windsor down the stretch here.
For sure. We've had some success against them this year, but all 3 of our games thus far have been battles, and some of them ended nasty, and our last one did actually. So we'll see if that carries over this weekend, and we're always up for that. We're a gritty team, and we need to be, and we can play like that. So we're just excited to have a couple more chances against them.
It's the Wednesday morning buzz for St. Clair Auto Repair and number 5, Jacob Chychrun from the Sarnia Sting, our guest in studio. You've been lighting up the lamp a little bit lately, too, in terms of point production. How has this season been compared to any others that you've had in the past? Are you having a career season?
I wouldn't say career season. I think, you always have high expectations for yourself. I can be hard on myself at times, and no, I mean, it's been good. It's helped a lot having guys brought in like Travis Konechny and whatnot, and you just give them the puck and let them go do their thing, and he's given me a couple nice passes for some backdoor one-timers that I've been able to put in, and it's good. I've been able to get some chemistry with some high-end players, and it's fun to play with them.
Chemistry is really key. Coach Barrett was in talking to us yesterday on the studio, and I'm sure you would agree with what he said about team chemistry. He says, the 2 things that allows a team to go deep into playoffs are, well, depth, first of all, and you guys certainly have that, especially with some of the trades that you've made towards the end of the season, and chemistry. And you'd agree that the team has really come together from a chemistry standpoint?
Yeah, for sure. Our coaches like to change up the lines a bit too, and I think that helps. I think everyone's familiar with everybody, and hopefully we'll be able to carry that in playoffs. Obviously, that's a huge part of it. And like you said, we're a very deep team. We have 3 lines that can score, and probably the best, one of the most skilled 4th lines in the league. And we're excited. We really believe we can go far this year, and hopefully we'll be able to prove that.
Well, you have all the ingredients, certainly, so best of luck down the stretch here. I know that you're a team guy. I know that it's all about team first, but I have to ask you as well, as the regular season winds down, playoffs around the corner, and then for you personally, you got to be kind of having an eye towards the June draft. How easy or hard is it to sort of keep that out of your mind while you're playing a stretch drive here?
Well, I think it's important to keep it out of your mind. I think, obviously, can be tough not to look too far forward, but with the success we've had with how exciting it is to be in Sarnia this year, I think it makes it that much easier. That our goal is to win the OHL championship and move on to the Mem Cup, and I think with that goal being realistic, it makes it that much easier to stay in the moment and enjoy the whole process, enjoy the year, and just have fun with it.
When you have any downtime at all from the team, and when hockey isn't necessarily at the top of your mind in terms of your Sting team, does your mind ever drift and look at the NHL rankings? I mean, scouting reports have you as high as number 2 among North American skaters. Mm-hmm. Do you start looking at the draft board and you start going, geez, I don't know, maybe Edmonton, maybe they certainly need help on D.
Sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I was watching Edmonton last night, and but no, I mean, obviously any team would be an awesome destination in the NHL. To play in the NHL has been the dream of mine, and I just want to win a Stanley Cup one day. And if I can join a team and help them do that, I'd be more than happy to do so.
Love to see you host a Mem Cup this year.
Yeah.
So best of luck with all of that. You guys have back-to-back games this week. Thursday, the Sioux is in town, and that is as important a game, really, too, as Windsor, because you guys, every point that you can get is going to help you keep pace. In fact, even hopefully meet that distance between you and Windsor even greater, right?
Exactly.
All right. Good luck to you this weekend and for the rest of the stretch, too. We really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Jacob Chychrun, number 5 from your Sarnia Sting.
The St. Clair Auto Repair Wednesday Morning Buzz can be heard each week at this time. If you missed part of it or want to hear it again, go to CHOK.com.